Hi everybody, Ag in the Classroom for Trigo and Ellis County. It's Stephanie and we're out here at my farm today and we're doing some interesting things with horses again. So I thought I would videotape for you guys so you could see how we take care of them. Today we are doing some hoof trimming. We've already did some shoeing earlier. So now we're just basically doing the hoof trimming on some of the horses. Hoof trimming is something we do to keep their toenails basically nice and smooth, keep them, if they get chips or anything like that. And they also have growth. So like our fingernails and toenails grow, so do theirs. So we have to make sure we go in every 6 to 8 weeks or so and get those filed down for them. So we're gonna head over here and we've got Darren. He is our trimmer today and he is working with Mustang Sally and her owner Katie. And we're gonna watch him do some trimming and he'll explain a few things for us as well. All right, here we are. We've got Katie up here. Hi, Katie. And Darren is down here doing some work on Mustang Sally. Darren, can you tell us, maybe show us the parts of the hoof first and then tell us kind of what you're doing.
Okay, this here is what they call the frog. Then your hoof wall, the bars of the foot, and then sole. And the sole is dead down so far it'll turn into kind of a rubbery feel when you start getting to the live sole.
So that would be these pieces that you're
that's
sloughing
sole
off right here.
Yeah, and that chalky look is dead sole. There's no feeling there.
Okay.
And the hoof wall is kind of like your fingernail. There's no feeling to it, and nipping it off just about like trimming your fingernail.
And we do this, what I said, 6 to 8 weeks. That's
Yep.
about right, correct? Yep. And when you do shoes, you would put the shoe onto that hoof wall,
Yeah.
right? Right, and that's 6 to 8 weeks as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I see it looks like it's a little softer. We've had
Yeah.
some rain, right?
The rain helps makes
it.
my job easier. Once you nip it off, you kind of just sight down the leg, and you want the bottom plane of the hoof to be perpendicular, square with the leg. Once you nip it off of your nippers, just take a rasp and file it off smooth, and then
Kind of like a giant fingernail file for people, right?
Yep.
Her feet are going to be all pretty when she's done.
And when you get it flat, you kind of roll the edge, and that way edge of the hoof don't chip as bad. Just makes it stronger.
So what are some things that could chip a hoof?
Rocks, just uneven ground.
And it doesn't hurt them when you do this, right?
Nope, there's
Not at all.
no feeling there.
So what would determine maybe putting shoes on a horse? Why would you just do trim instead of shoe?
Oh, depending on what they're going to do with the horse, where they're going to ride it. A lot of ranch horses or performance horses, team roping or cutting and that kind of thing, use shoes.
Okay.
Most people that ride for pleasure just do barefoot, and as long as their horse has good feet, they get along all right with a trim.
Very good. Okay, we're gonna watch you pull her foot forward. Finishing up the front part of the foot, right? And making
Yeah.
it look even and. Look how nice that looks. Should be ready for a trail ride now. Sally's so good. So well behaved. Looks nice.
Finished product.
Look how pretty. Very good. Okay, I thought it'd be fun for you guys to meet Sally. She's the one getting her toenails or her hooves done. This is her owner, Katie. Katie, tell us a little bit about Sally. How old is she? What kind of horse is she? Where'd she come from?
Well, she just turned 13 about a month ago, and I've known her since she was 5, so we've gotten to know each other pretty well. She's a Mustang, and so every year the Bureau of Land Management rounds up extra Mustangs, and so her mom was rounded up, and Sally was actually born in the holding pen where they keep them all. So she was born in Wyoming, but she never actually ran wild. And then I met her in Michigan, and we worked in Montana, and now we're in Kansas. So we've done a lot of traveling around.
So I see she's got this funny looking thing on her face. What is this?
Yeah, this is her fly mask, because she lives outside all the time, and this time of year the flies get kind of bad. And so if they get around her eyes, then that's annoying and irritating, and so I've got her fly mask on, and that helps protect her so she's not as annoyed with the flies.
Very good. I did want to point something out. You said she's a Mustang. There's something on her that is so unique about her. So let's bring the cameraman up and have a look at this. What is this?
So this is her Freeze brand, and they use liquid nitrogen, I think, to turn the hair white. And so these are symbols. This basically says that she was Bureau of Land Management property, and then all these symbols correspond to a number. So like this equal sign is a 0, this one's a 7, that means she was born in 2007. And then this series of numbers will tell you the state that she's from, and if you go to the Bureau of Land Management office, they can look her up. And so like that's how we found out where she was born and how old she was and everything.
Very
so
cool.
They track every Mustang horse.
And at our farm, we have a lot of Mustangs because that's what my husband and the cameraman and I have, and all of ours have the same symbol on their side of their neck as well. And so does our donkey, Keister. He was actually adopted from the Bureau of Land Management as well, so he has a little Freeze brand on him as well. So it's just a really cool way to keep track of those horses. And Katie's done a great thing by adopting or by buying Sally, and we here at the farm, that's the kind of horses we ride because we feel like it's a really good thing. It's a really good program for the horses as well. We're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to head over and look at Darren's tools, and then we'll finish up with our little video. What are we doing here, Darren?
Oh, this horse has got a crack in his foot, and a lot of times why they won't heal is bacteria. And this stuff I'm putting in there has got a copper sulfate in it.
Okay.
And I V'd that crack out because oxygen will kill that bacteria. And then this goo I'm putting in there will help keep it away.
He's had that crack for a while, so it's
Yeah.
just been slowly growing out.
Yep.
Okay, so Darren's going to talk to us about the kind of tools he uses, and I brought you an important tool out to use. This is important, right?
Yeah.
Fly spray. Got to have fly spray. Horses don't like flies, and they will kick and cause all kinds of trouble. So what are some other things that you use, Darren?
Well, nippers are probably the best money you'll spend. You don't want to buy cheap nippers. It just makes your life hard.
They're super sharp, aren't they? I
Yeah,
can see the
they're very
blades
sharp.
on the end of that, yeah.
And these are a pair of 15-inch GEs. And I like the 15-inch because it gives you more leverage for cutting through hard hoof wall.
Gotcha.
Nail and hammer. Similar to a regular carpenter's hammer, but the head's set up a little different, so when you're leaned
So that
over
would be
under
like for shoes, right?
Yeah,
for
for
putting
nailing.
nails in the shoes.
nailing on shoes. And the way these nails work is right here at the tip, one side's beveled, and that makes it come out the side of the hoof wall.
Oh, so I have to tell you, I learned something. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you have to be careful how you put that in the
Yeah.
shoe
Right.
so that it goes the right direction.
Yeah, and they've got them marked here on the head, and then the mark goes to the inside when you start it.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Nails come in all different sizes, same as shoes. This is an hind shaped shoe. This is like 2 sizes smaller. It's a triple aught. So just depending on the size of the horse's foot,
Right.
on the size of shoe you need.
Right.
Your shaping handle is flat on one side and round on the other, and use the round side like when you're wanting to level a shoe. Use the round side, and when you hit the shoe, it brings it up, and that way you can level it off after you've shaped it. When you shape it bend it around, it warps, so you have to flatten it back out before you put it on the
And what are
foot.
you shaping it on? What is this called?
That would be a farrier's anvil.
Okay.
This one's
That's
a
heavy.
70 pounder.
That's heavy.
I used to have a 125 pounder, but I got tired of carrying it around.
Very cool. And that's what you use to shape all your shoes.
Yeah.
What else you got?
This would be your clincher. After you drive the nail through the foot and cut off the excess, this is the tool you use to make a clinch.
And that
And
tightens that nail
Tightens
onto
the
the
nail
foot.
down and,
right.
and holds it in the foot.
Right. Right. Okay.
So,
Very good.
clinch cutter for when you're pulling the shoes off to reset a horse. Just use this tool to cut them clinches so you can pull the shoe off a little easier.
Gotcha. Very good. Then your rasp.
Rasps.
Very important.
Rasp is got a rough side and a smooth side. Usually when you start rasping, flatten the foot, you'll start out on the rough side and then go to the smooth side just to finish it off.
Kind of polish it up and finish off the finals. Very good.
That's
about it.
About
huh?
it.
I did want to ask you one thing. I noticed that you talked about the shape of the shoes and everything, and a back foot and a front foot. There
Right.
is a difference between how
Yes.
you shape those, correct?
Yes. This is most of the horses I do, I put a rim shoe on the front, and it's a more of a traction shoe, where it's got this groove all the way around. And most people think that the steel is what gives you traction, but it's actually the dirt that gets trapped in this groove is what gives you your traction. Dirt on dirt is more traction than steel on
Well,
dirt.
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Where this hind shoe has a smooth toe and smooth heels to where it don't trap the dirt.
Well, I even see a difference in the shape.
Yeah, the
On
shape.
how the front foot is shaped differently than
Right.
the back foot, right?
The front foot, this is shaped for a front foot, and they're more round.
Okay.
And the back foot is more of a
Kind
spade
of
look.
A little pointy.
Yeah.
A little bit more pointy, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not real pointy, but very good. Okay. Well, everybody, that concludes our video about hoof trimming today. I've got my little pile of hooves here I'm gonna pick up and actually throw these in the trash because my dog likes to eat them and then they get sick. They're really good chew toys for dogs, but my dogs don't know how to control how much they eat, and so we have to put them away or they'll be out here just dining like crazy. So, but I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope you learned something about hoof trimming out here on our farm. This is something we do all the time. We've got several different trimmers that come out here and help take care of the horses. If you ate today, I know today wasn't about food, but we're still on the farm. If you ate today, make sure you thank a farmer. God bless America, and we'll see you next time.